Hello guys, it is Teenage Marvel Fan back with another video, and today a special look at Avengers Endgame was released, and many are believing that this will be the last, trailer type thing before the movie releases. And that's probably accurate, because this basically is a full-length trailer, even though it's only a minute. But anyway, I'm gonna break this down, but before I break it down, I'm going to play the trailer so that obviously you can see it, and then after that I'll go through it without sound and then explain what's happening basically. Alright, so here we go.
If we do this, we'd be going in short-handed.
Yeah, you mean because he killed all our friends?
We owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this. You trust me? I do. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Tickets on.
Alright, so that was the trailer. Sorry if you didn't hear that, but if you did, then that's great. So like I said, I'm going to be breaking down the trailer now. I'm going to be going through it without the sound, and we'll obviously breaking it down. So let's get right into it. Okay, so there you can see the Avengers facility off in the distance. Then there's Bruce saying that if we do this, we'll be short-handed. And then there's Thor, War Machine, Black Widow sitting in the rain. Steve, this is probably right after he shaves his beard. So that's nice. Obviously the 10 years logo. Quinjet. Rocket and Nebula. Looks like they're holding hands, I guess. So I think they'll have a close relationship in this movie because they're the only two Guardians left. And, I mean, like, Nebula lost Gamora, Rocket lost Groot. So they're both going through a pretty tough time right now. And, they'll probably bond quite a bit throughout this movie. Okay, there's Pepper and Tony being reunited. This could be as soon as Tony gets back to Earth, or maybe this is at the end of the movie, like after the day is saved and stuff. Then another shot of the Avengers facility. Then you get a shot of Iron Man's new armor, the Mark 85. So I think this is pretty similar to the Mark 50, but as you can see, it has more gold to it. This reminds me very much of the original Iron Man suit, but with a little more gold. Like, you get more gold there and there. So, yeah. There's Hawkeye, and as you can see, he has a tattoo sleeve. Not really liking that, but especially because, like, if he survives this movie, if he goes on from being Ronin and goes back to being Hawkeye, you can't just get rid of tattoos. So yeah, I don't really like that, but I guess we'll have to just see what happens there. Black Widow, then this shot from the last trailer with Captain Marvel and Thor, and then her not flinching when he gets the Stormbreaker. Then there's the whole team reunited. You probably can't see that, so I'll just zoom out a bit. There. So you see Black going from right to left. You see Black Widow in just a regular old tank top thing, Scott in his normal clothes, Rocket in his comic accurate blue and red costume. Then you get Nebula back there in the same outfit. Steve and Tony wearing regular clothes. Same with War Machine, aka Rhodey, and Clint Barton. So then moving on. Next we see this nice scene that I really like. When Tony's like, "Do you trust me?" and then Steve says, "I do." So it's nice to see that they're working together again and that they trust each other. And at least one of them is gonna die, definitely. And I think we all know who that is. April 26th, not that far away. Then you see them in the Milano, which I find kind of weird, and they're going into space. So we thought that they were going into the quantum realm, but maybe they're just going to space. So this part kind of confuses me, but it looks like they're kind of like in Star Wars when they go into hyperspeed and then they go to hyperspace or whatever. It looks like they're doing the same type of thing here. So maybe they're time traveling, but with the Milano and from going super fast. And then you see the inside of the ship with everybody here. Rocket's driving, I think, and then Captain Marvel is also in the front. Then you get Black Widow with her blonde hair still, which is strange. So maybe this happens at the beginning of the movie. Yeah, this has to be at the beginning because then you also see Steve, Thor, and Rhodey there, but Tony and Nebula are nowhere to be seen. So maybe this is confusing, like super confusing, because Tony and Nebula are supposed to be on the Milano, stranded in space. But if these Avengers are on the Milano, then like how? I don't know. And how did the Milano even get to Earth? So maybe this is after Tony and Nebula get back to Earth, and they're just not up there in the front, I guess. Oh, then you see this great shot of Tony looking at a photograph of him and Peter. Very sad. It's like he lost a son. Then there's the Dark Aster, which is Thanos' ship. And then you see some sort of planet behind him. I have no idea what planet that is. And you do see those little, probably can't see it that well. But if you watch the trailer on like YouTube or something like that, like I am right now, then you'll see that those donut ship things are there from Infinity War, like the one that Ebony Maw arrived in. Basically, like giant donut rings. Then you see Nebula with Rhodey. So then there's Thor, Rocket. They all look surprised. There was a nice shot of Cap. Then kind of the first reveal of Thanos, because the only other shot we've seen of him in a trailer was just his hand. And there's Tony. I think that this is what used to be the Avengers facility, possibly. Then there's the original Trinity, with Tony on the left, Steve in the middle, and Thor on the right. At least one of them's gonna die, maybe more than one. Oh, and you can see Thanos over there in the background. He looks like he's in pain. Oh, and you actually do see that sword, the double-sided bladed sword that we've been seeing in promo art and action figures. You can see that there, and it's like stuck in the ground standing up. So that's nice. basically our first look at that in the movie. And then obviously you see the title. Tickets are on sale now. And that's why this was released today, because the tickets went on sale today. So that's why the trailer came out today too. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your comments down below. I do think that this will be the last trailer that we will see before Endgame, but we'll just have to wait and see if that's true. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video so I can bestow all my Marvel knowledge upon you.